back to Josie Vlogs About Sports. A few updates. I cut my hair, and I don't care what anyone says. It's not because I was so disappointed that the Packers didn't make it into the Super Bowl that I had to remove my Clay Matthews hairstyle from my head and go into a period of mourning for 6 months where I didn't speak to anyone and only ate cheese. What? I'm trying to remember who in my Familyville Fantasy Football League got the most points in week 1 and obviously won their matchup. Oh, it was me! The Josie Saurus Records did! That's right, okay. A lot of people ask me what fantasy football is. I begin saying something about my fantasy football team and they get a look kind of like this, or this, or this, or this. But I thought I would just kind of break it down in a way that we can all kind of understand. I am going to describe fantasy football as if it were like a 5-course meal. Step 1, pick who's going to be in your fantasy football league with you. You guys are all going to be like the owners and the coaches and the managers and the directors if you're kind of a theater person. So here's who I'm going to be playing with. Myself, my nephew Jackson, he's almost a year old. Nick Weinman, he's awesome. My cat Rex, and Tina Fey, because how cool would that be? Now this draft thing you've been hearing everyone talk about, here's where it gets fun. So, we have an appetizer, salad, main course, dessert, and party favor. We get to take turns sort of picking one of those to add to our fake dinner party. And whoever has the best dinner party wins. So, I'm going to start, and I'm going to say, I'm going to claim lemon chicken as my main course. Now, no one else can claim lemon chicken anymore, and everyone else is going to have to pick something else crappy for their main course, because I have lemon chicken, which is always going to get the most points. Then, some more people made selections. Jackson chose mashed squash as an appetizer. Nick Weinman chose video games as a party favor. That's probably going to get him a lot of points. My cat Rex chose tuna as a dessert, and Tina Fey chose pasta salad as the salad. In round 2, I chose to go ahead and draft a dessert. I chose ice cream sundaes because they are the best dessert. And Jackson chose Cheerios as the main course. Might not have broad appeal, but Cheerios are pretty great. Nick Weinman chose cartoons as an appetizer. He may have misinterpreted the category and thought that was like pre-dinner entertainment. My cat Rex chose mice in the second round as the party favor. Little gross. And Tina Fey chose filet mignon. Let's fill in the rest. And our draft is done. You'll notice Nick Weinman drafted cat treats in the 3rd round. It's a really, really gutsy choice, but what you see is that he's looking down at Rex's lineup and seeing a really strong roster there. He's trying to take away something that he thinks Rex is going to want. Squash, it plays really heavily into Jackson's team. He has mashed squash, blended squash, and squash bags, whatever those are. But what that means is that if there's a week where squash does really well, he is going to make 1,000,000 points. But Josie, obviously fantasy football doesn't have to do with food. Josie, I know. Okay, bear with me. So, appetizers, that's like drafting a quarterback. And then salad is like your running backs and your wide receivers, your tight ends. You're going to draft like one of every kind. So we've got our teams, and then we go to real life, sort of. Which is that anytime someone serves lemon chicken at a dinner party this week, I'm going to get points for it. And anytime someone serves Cheerios at their dinner party, Jackson's going to get points for that. So if we're going against each other, we're trying to accumulate the most points that those individual dishes would make in real life. Fantasy football. It's a perfectly understandable pastime. Tweet me at JosieBA Sports and I'll answer any questions you might have. Bye everyone, see you next time!